Well, the other day, guys, I went down to Mineola, and I went to this Trump rally down here in Mineola, Iowa. Well, David Sieck was there, and David Young was there. Kind of a sad situation. Tried to talk to them, but all they did was run away. Because, I served on the USS Iowa. I run a small business in construction for years. And I bought a house in Kansas, and I lost my identity. And even Joni Ernst, and I can't find that letter right this top of moment, but she sent me a letter saying, sorry, I can't help you with your identity theft, and I can't help you at all, even though you're a veteran that served in the military. You're not for the HR 450 bill. That's what Joni Ernst told me. And she said that she flat out refused to do anything about it. A senator is supposed to be for the people that serve this great nation under God. It doesn't matter what race or religion you are, there is a God somewhere along the line. But the thing is, when someone wants to run away from you because they know they did you wrong, what kind of people are we putting on the office? David Young, that is a guy supposed to be our, congressman that doesn't want to talk to the constituents. Like myself, that, a vet, Navy vet, served on the USS Iowa BB-61, and I can't get any justice. But I asked him, and he runs away. David Sieck is supposed to be my local senator, is nothing but a chicken. He runs away from a fight. I wanted to ask him a simple question. Why didn't he even attempt to try to help me and resolve this identity theft that I went through? And, heck, I even donated $200,000 to Bergen Mercy Hospital, thanks to Waldingers, firing their superintendent, project manager. Basically, they wouldn't allow any change orders to be signed because they had nobody representing themselves, even at their corporate office in Omaha, Nebraska, where the contract was signed originally. They have people in charge, but they won't sign any paperwork. They say, oh, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it later. Yeah, they're take care of it later. It means you donate that kind of money, all the change orders and all anything extra. So that's WALDINGER Corporation, and they also have a, Des Moines, Iowa facility, but they won't pay their bills. So Myers and Cartalipi won't sign it because they're the general contractor. But WALDINGER was supposed to be in charge of all the site operations and plumbing operations. But I was doing all the site utilities because their knowledge about building structures comes to a very small size of a pea ant that's dragging underneath a pregnant ant, that's dragging underneath that pregnant ant, and under even a smaller microspeck of a turd. So basically, they have no common sense. Actually, if you bid a job that's 4 foot deep and it's 34 foot deep, there's 30 foot of difference in elevation. That's a lot of money comes to barrel section casting when I got to buy it by the vertical foot or the lineal foot, depending on his pipe, or casting, precast. And also, the concrete company doesn't just give you concrete for free. And the rebar company, well, that's all standard, spec grade 60 steel, and it's usually epoxy coated. And you know what? They don't give that stuff to you free either. Everybody I've talked to, nobody writes, tells me I can have it for free. I have to write a check for it and pay for it, within 30 days. And, having my identity stolen, and Great Western people, don't bank there, because you know what? The bank commissioner at Great Western tells you go to heck. Sorry, we can't help you. It's more than 30 days. Do you know any thief will give you a receipt for the theft that he stole from your bank accounts? Not me. And your bank statement comes out once every 30 days. It's always a major surprise of what's going to happen to you at Great Western. All your money's stolen out of your bank accounts. And I'm sorry they won't help you, because even the bank commissioners won't help you. And, that's, well, we'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. Never happens. Don't believe a word they say, even if it's on written documents. You might as well just kiss the money goodbye, and the thieves just got away with it. Especially if they're stealing from Kansas. The Attorney General even asked them, how much more do you want to steal from this guy? Because, you know, we still got some more money to take from this poor veteran. And we'll destroy his home on top of that and force him to sign a plea agreement by gunpoint. When the guy breaks in your house 11 o'clock at night, tries to shoot and kill you, puts a gun to your head, and tries to pull the trigger, and you got a 1911, I got a scratch right about, I'm trying to do this right here on my hand, you can see it. Well, right there. It's about right there, guys. There's a cut from a 1911 hammer. Well, anyway, that's the hammer when Watson pulled the trigger. I actually had my thumb, you know, my hand in there. Didn't quite get my center of my hand in there where it should be, between my thumb and my, you know, my squeezing finger, if you could set it with the left hand. Well, anyway, the Marines taught me how to do that. Thank God. Otherwise, I'd been shot and killed and wouldn't be here today. But the thing is, I'm a very disappointed in Joni Ernst because she didn't even help me. And then she didn't show up for the national disaster, you know, for the farmers and all the crops. And major businesses got damaged by a major microburst storm come through here all the way across Iowa. Got lots and lots of damage. She didn't show up for 6.5 weeks before she even took the pictures, guys. I mean, that is our senator that's supposed to represent us. And then she doesn't want to pass the H.R. 450 bill. And she says she's a vet. I was stationed on USS Iowa. I am actually a Gulf War vet. And I actually got war pay. And the thing is, I was on the battleship for the Iowa. She was nothing on no battleship. And I don't believe she got any war pay. I don't even think she was in a combat zone. If she was, it was only maybe for 10 or 15 minutes. But I don't believe she got war pay, guys. And she'll take a knife and stick it in your back as far as she can dagger it in there. Because she lies to everybody. But anyway, you know, I'm just sitting in a chair. I went to the dentist today. I'm kind of got some, you know, swelled up gums and cheeks and stuff. Because I got some tooth stuff going on because, well, you know, I'm in the old RV tonight. My house got destroyed, so this is considered home, even though it's an RV, guys. To me, it's my home. But I have a big shop outside, and that's where I store my tools and my wood for when I build boxes. But lately, I haven't done much because the feds told me to shut down. Since Kovac's here, I really can't work anyway. And having my identity stolen and my bank accounts compromised. But they couldn't get into my accounts, my major accounts, because everybody knows me face to face. That, you know, if I order something, I pay for it. But I ain't like, you know, a lot of deadbeat contractors. I take care of business. And the trouble is, you know, David Young, David Sieck, they all run away from me like a chicken coward. When I went to when I went in 2006 to 2020, I lost my identity. I found some documents. I sent them to Obama when he was at the White House. I also sent it to VP Joe Biden, and he didn't do nothing. For 8 long years, I couldn't get nothing accomplished because the corruption is so bad in Kansas, they won't do nothing. You know, and it's like I'm talking to a jackass with a bunch of people with their heads up their ass of a jackass all the way up to their shoulders. So their ears are all plugged with feces. So basically they can't hear at all. And they're sucking whatever is coming out of the old mule's backside and his butt. So basically they're worthless people. They're politicians. I'm not a politician, guys. I'm actually a hard worker that I learned and earned every detail, whatever I made, but it should have never been stolen. I figured, hey, listen, guys, not one person should be above the law of this nation. And under God, they should be adjusted, you know, accounted for all their actions if they broke the law against anybody. So that's why I decided to run for Iowa Senator and fill in the Oval Box, because I'm taking Joni's job, because she ain't doing her job. I'm hoping that you guys will find this video very interesting, because, you know, as a veteran that served his country and that can't get any justice throughout the United States for over 15 years, going on 16, and I'm accountable for all the actions that's stolen. These guys use, you know, they took my credit, my identity, my social security number, and put basically fake. But in other words, is they got credit cards under my name and my social security name under old abandoned houses in Smith County, Kansas. and other places that I've actually ended up getting some receipts for. But legal aid was so incompetent, they decided to throw that stuff away because I didn't need it, because it's not mine, but it's in my name and my social security number, and cost me. They put everything as income. The house destroyed in Kansas as income. That was bought and paid for, paid off when I bought it and renovated it. Was paid off out of scrap material that I picked up over the years. I have no rights to my own bank account information, but thieves don't give you receipts, so I don't have receipts. I have deposit receipts, but I don't have the receipts for the material that they bought or stolen. But I did find some stuff that later on, and it doesn't count to her, because that doesn't count, because it's not my name in my PayPal, not my PayPal account or my eBay account, but they used my bank information, but it wasn't me. So, and I know they had no authority to use this, but Smith County, Kansas is corrupt. So the cops, district attorney, and the judge put a shoot-to-kill order on me because I turned his drug-dealing stepson in, and that's the magistrate. And then the district attorney, she alters a plea agreement by gunpoint when two sheriffs had their guns drawn on me. I wrote the word under duress by gunpoint, and she blackened it out. And then on top of that, the Treasury steals my cash bond that I used cash to get out of the jail, so I can leave the freaking, jail so I can take a shower. 5 days locked up in jail they refused me to take a shower, clean clothes, anything. And then 3 days, no blankets in ice cold temperatures in October in a block cell. 2 days, no food or water. And I was beaten on the way there with a nightstick. When I got in the car at my house, they stopped alongside the road and beat me with a freaking nightstick on the side of the road, guys. That's right, they beat me with side of the road with my hands cuffed behind my back. A fat 400-pound guy officer beating the hell out of me because his best friend was in a cult group with the sheriff's department that throw blood on churches and condemn women. Has more rights than a law-abiding citizen. And by the way, his cult member was named Bill Watson. He throw blood on churches and condemn women, and he'll steal your identity and rob you blind when you're not home. So these people are nothing but criminals. And then Mr. Steve Wakefield, well, he loves to steal your credit cards and debit cards and bank information and charge all kinds of stuff to eBay and PayPal. But anyway, guys, the feds didn't do nothing. Secret Service didn't do nothing. Trump didn't do nothing when I made national news in 2017. In 2018, I got a letter from Consumer Protection Bureau that he shut down, and I got nothing done there. So Biden is a piece of garbage in my book, and also Obama is a piece of garbage in my book, and also the senators in Kansas, and also the senators in Iowa. So I got no help no support from not one soul, guys. Not 1 cent was returned to me. So you figure out what the American people need is somebody that will actually get the laws changed so people like me can get justice for being a victim of major crime and corruption. Don't go to victim of crime in Kansas because they'll refuse to look at evidence. The Attorney General tells them, oh, we can't do nothing for that guy. He lives in Iowa. Well, breaking federal laws and national laws is a crime, last I knew. But I can't get nothing done unless we change the laws to make it happen. And no more freaking police beating people up or magistrates or district attorneys stealing your documents and embezzlement money from you. It's time to put our foot down. Let's sweep out the corruption. Let's go vote oversight for justice system so that they'll be accountable for their actions. But I better let you go because I'm about out of time. So God bless you all, and put me in as Kent Keller, K-E-N-T, Keller, K-E-L-L-E-R, for Iowa Senator, and fill in the oval box, because that's the only way we're going to get this done. So I can argument with the other senators and get these bills done. And then I'll get us whatever we can get for stimulus, for small business, for farmers, because I grew up on a farm and everything. And also I run up some of my business. So, and then also the stimulus checks for the people because they shut us down. I'll talk to you later.